Hey guys, it's Abby and welcome back to part 2 of my Disney Villains crafting video. Today I'm going to be making the remaining 2 pieces that I did not make yesterday. I'm going to be using my leftover Solar Gold, I believe was the color name from Pearl X, and adding a little bit more resin to it, and I'm going to fill in the first layer of the shell or Ursula mold. Like I said yesterday, this mold has different layers, so it's a lot of fun if you use different colors and different textures to give it a little more depth and make it a little more interesting. I'm going to cure this layer before I move on to the next color, which is Sparkle Gold. I will be honest and say that I actually haven't really used my Pearl X pigments that much. I've been using my Putty-Go liquid pigments and glitters a lot more, but Pearl X has a lot of stunning colors. Adding a little bit of glitter some glitter to this for a little bit of texture and to brighten it up a little bit more because I wanted some contrast between the 2 golds, and I think it worked out pretty well. You'll get to see it at the end when I unmold it, demold it. Gonna cure this layer, and I mentioned this in the previous video as well, but this resin cured very well. I just used my little Putty-Go lamp. This was the UV resin that came with the kit and not the UV LED resin, so I was actually surprised that I got a solid cure from my tiny lamp. Anyway, I'm mixing in some Martha Stewart, I forget the color name, but a purple leaf glitter and my white glitter mix that I use for everything, and we're going to use this to fill in the final layer using a lighter to pop the air bubbles and giving it a cure. Gonna pop it out and you can see how well the 2 golds go together. I really love it. It gives the piece so much depth. Now I'm using the green pigment that came with the kit, and I'm adding some more powder because I didn't like how translucent it was in the poison apple. Now I'm going to use the darker green that came with the kit. It actually came with 10 different colors, and I've only used 3 so far, so I'm excited to check out the rest. But this green was very pretty, a very kind of maleficent poison green, I feel like. Adding in some of my white glitter for texture, but I feel like it made it a little bit too light. I kind of regret adding this in, but it still worked out fine. Now this was the tricky part. I decided I wanted to make the horns black, but the cape, or the collar part, purple, so I had to fill in the horns and then mix the purple really quickly while kind of tilting the mold so it didn't fill in the cape part. This purple is really pretty as well. I think it'd be good for an Ursula piece, and the pigments in general are very pretty. This was a very deep purple. I thought it was going to be a little more kind of maroony, but it was like a candy grape purple, I would say. Going over it with a lighter, you're going to see at the end it doesn't come out perfectly smooth, so I would suggest doming the piece again, but I ended up just glossing or using a spray glaze or sealant on the front because, as you can see, it's really matte, and I do like how matte it looks. I couldn't decide which I like better, so I did end up using a gloss on it. But let me know, do you like this glossy look better or the matte look better? Anyway, those are the 2 pieces that I made. I hope you enjoyed this video, and check out part 1 if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!